बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। आओ बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
ये है अपना राजपुताना नाज से तलवारों पे, इसने सारा जीवन काटा बरछी तीर कटारों पे। ये प्रताप का वतन पला है आजादी के नारों पे, टूट पड़ी थी यहाँ हजारों पद्मिनियां अंगारों पे।
बोल रही है कण कण से कुर्बानी राजस्थान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
देखो मुल्क मराठों का ये यहाँ शिवाजी डोला था, मुगलों की ताकत को जिसने तलवारों पे तोला था। हर पर्वत पे आग जली थी, हर पत्थर एक शोला था, बोली हर हर महादेव की बच्चा बच्चा बोला था।
शेर शिवाजी ने रखी थी लाज हमारी शान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
जलियांवाला बाग ये देखो यहीं चली थी गोलियां, ये मत पूछो किसने खेली यहाँ खून की होलियां। एक तरफ बंदूकें दंडन, एक तरफ थी टोलियां, मरने वाले बोल रहे थे इनकलाब की बोलियां।
यहाँ लगा दी बहनों ने भी बाजी अपनी जान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। आओ बच्चों तुम्हें दिखाए झांकी हिंदुस्तान की, इस मिट्टी से तिलक करो ये धरती है बलिदान की। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
Teachers, parents and all my dear students to the 75th Independence Day. Freedom is a gift. It is the gift of sacrifices, sleepless nights, brutal tortures and struggles did by our forefathers. 15th August holds an everlasting place in our national memory and commands the respect of every Indian. This day is celebrated every year with an equal amount of zeal and passion. It also teaches us the importance of patriotism and strengthens our unity irrespective of any differences. The celebration also embodies the bright future of the country and every citizen's love for their nation. On this auspicious day, let us all pay the tribute to all the brave soldiers who fought for our unity, integrity and independence. Now moving on, I invite Narendra Reddy sir, Sampath Reddy sir, Principal ma'am and Ashalata ma'am to accompany our chief guest to pay floral tributes to our eminent leaders, followed by flag hoisting.
Please come.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जन गण मन अधिनायक.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. Today, our program is conducted by our cabinet members. They are not only talented, but also extraordinary. I wish you would really enjoy every bit of the program. Our school is really an exquisite place, which nurtures the students with all the required skills they need, contributing to the holistic development of the child. Every child is unique and is born with innate talents. And our Suprabhat Model High School is excellent in bringing out the talents of the students and also lays a strong foundation to their future. We are really proud to be a part of this prestigious institution. Next, moving ahead, I would request our Principal Ma'am, Ms. C.J. Vasanta, to honor our guests with a flower bouquet. Welcome to Suprabhat. Thank you, ma'am, for your kind gesture. Now, over to students.
Day to everyone. I thank Divya ma'am for giving the program introduction. And on behalf of all the cabinet members, I thank our principal ma'am for giving us the opportunity to conduct today's program. Now we are going to continue with our program. Did you all know that the reason we light a lamp or candle is because the presence of light means the non-existence of darkness and evil forces. With that being said, I would like to invite our chief guest, retired Colonel P.K. Nayogi sir, Narendra Reddy sir, Sampath Reddy sir, Principal ma'am and Ashilata ma'am to light the lamp.
So, please start.
सुजलां सुफलां मलयजशीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं शुभ्रजोत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमिता द्रुमदलशोभिनीं सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे 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 मातरं सप्तकोटिकण्ठ कलकलनिनादकरलित सप्तकोटि
हम जानते हैं कि इसी कप को शुरू करने से पहले प्रार्थना की जाती है, इसलिए मैं विजय मणिका को प्रार्थना गीत गाने के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूँ।
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మహాగణపతిం మనసా స్మరామి, మహాగణపతిం మనసా స్మరామి, మహాగణపతిం మనసా స్మరామి, మహాగణపతిం మనసా స్మరామి. వశిష్ఠవామదేవాదివందితమహా गणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि, वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहा गणपतिं महादेवसुतं गुरुहनुतं महारकोटि प्रकाशं शान्तं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकप्रियं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकप्रियं महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि, महागणपतिं गणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि, महागणपतिं धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद आपको जो आपने अपने गीत के द्वारा इस कार्यक्रम की इतनी अच्छी शुरुआत की।
आदित्य हर्षन है।
I would now like to call one of our all-rounder students, Harini, for the welcome speech.
Good morning to one and all present over here. This is Harini of 10th standard wishing you all a very happy 25th Independence Day. This Independence Day is absolutely special as it marks the Platinum Jubilee, signifying 75 years of completion of our independence. I extend a warm and hearty welcome to all the dignitaries. In the first place, I take a privilege to welcome our today's chief guest, Retired Colonel P.K. Yogi Sir, Armed Forces. Next, I welcome our Honorable Chairman, Sri Nalla Narasimha Reddy Sir, our Admin Director, Sri Narendra Reddy Sir, our Academic Director, Sri Sampath Reddy Sir, our beloved Mrs. C.J. Vasanta, our Admin Officer, Ashalata Ma'am, respected teachers. It's an absolute honor today and welcome you all to the grand ceremony. Today, India got independence on this day. In the year of 1947, after a great struggle, we paid a heavy price to gain this independence. And what a long road we have been reached where we are and raising an independent nation. This journey from the 200 years of slavery and ancestors from the British would not have been possible without our great freedom fighters and the brave jawans who fearlessly fought. The great freedom fighters include Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Mangal Pandey, Chandrasekhar Azad, Sukhdev, and many more struggled for decades. It's because of their zeal and dedication and passion for nationalism within such a fight. We must always stand up for what is right without causing anybody any harm. This is what we are because through non-violence we can achieve great things. And a father of a nation has exemplified this. I'm proud to be an Indian because of our country's achievement everywhere. I'm a citizen of the world because I'm proud to be Indian. I'm aware that's a great privilege and an immense responsibility too. Have you ever wondered how students or children of India grew and how they keep our nation's pride? Well, the students or children of India grew with a knowledge of ethics and values. They grow with the knowledge how to respect elders and show brotherhood among others. The new generation can keep up the nation's pride and honor by honesty and fairness in dealings. Equality being central for each and every action. No discrimination based on caste, creed, community or wealth. Pride in the nation. A commitment to pursue and protect Indian culture, tradition and values. This includes respect for teachers and other elders, understanding and empathy for the challenged students. Technology helps us to grow ourselves. By innovations, we can take a place in each and every heart and mind that India is nobler than others. Technology has helped us and still helps the future generation to study even more harder with joy. Technology has expanded the access for learning for the special. Technology has made us to find, apply for and obtain grants by using technology in the classroom. Technology has made infants to know how to deal with the devices, and later, these infants will surely help us to serve our nation. Serving the nation doesn't mean being a soldier. A nation can also be served by doing good deeds, standing up for what is right, working in the path of non-violence, and what not. This technology has made us to prove ourselves by many inventions and have a peaceful and happy nation. Before, freedom fighters fought without science and technology, but not anymore. This technology is still helping us to prove ourselves that India is going to have the developed and a very strong military and a nation, and be on the first step of it. Our nation's history is a remarkable one, and as we look ahead, we must acknowledge the life we have lost and cherish and celebrate the fights with pride. So today we are gathered here to celebrate the courage and brave actions which have led us to this day. This feeling of patriotism as citizens binds us as unseen thread of love. Thank you.
Nurtures a sense of togetherness and a common purpose. That is why we all feel touched when we listen to patriotic songs. I would like to call Yamini and Janavin for the patriotic song in Telugu.
She's a head girl.
I can make out with the dance.
నమస్కారాలు నేను యామిని నేను జాహ్నవి ఈ రోజు స్వాతంత్ర్య దినోత్సవం సందర్భంగా మేము ఒక పాట పాడుకుంటున్నాం ముందుగా మీ అందరికీ 75వ స్వాతంత్ర దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు రిబ్బురిబ్బుల సాగిపోవు రంగు రంగుల జెండా మన రంగు
Thank you both for moving our hearts.
अब हम उनका स्वागत करते हैं जिन्हें किसी परिचय का आवश्यकता नहीं है, जिन्हें हम सभी उनके ज्ञान और कुशलता के लिए जानते हैं। हमारी आदरणीय प्राचार्य महोदया श्रीमती सीजे वसंता जी से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि वे मंच पर पधारें और अपने कुछ शब्दों के द्वारा हमारा मनोबल बढ़ाए।
Good morning, everyone, and happy Independence Day to all of you, all the wonderful team who have assembled here, and my hearty welcome to Niyogi sir for honoring the day and being with us and going to be with us for the whole program. And your presence is definitely going to make a big difference for us today. And also Mrs. Niyogi ma'am, and thank you for accompanying sir, because I know behind every successful man there's a woman. So no doubt, undoubtedly. So having both of them gracing the occasion, it's an honor for all of us. And today I extend my warm welcome to all the wonderful students out there and the dear parents. Now today, as you all know, we are celebrating 75th Independence Day. Wow, what a great moment. What a celebration. What a patriotic feel. Now this day is, as we all know, is dedicated to all the wonderful people who have contributed to the freedom of our country. A long way to go, and furthermore years to celebrate is what we look forward to. Now, as the principal of Suprabhat Model High School, and under the able guidance of our chairman sir, Shri Nalla Narasimha Reddy, with a vision of contributing much to the field of education, the man who always thinks about bringing a change in the society, we as a team always look forward to deliver holistic education to the students, making them enabled to understand the need of the life and be successful in the future. Now, as we all know that our motto goes as creative thinking and joy of learning, we never lose an opportunity in creating a wonderful field or a wonderful chance for the children to explore beyond their horizons and learn much beyond their own expectations by giving a chance of innovativeness. Now this has been the tradition in Suprabhat Model High School from the year it was incepted in the year 2006. Now initially we were in Habsiguda established, and we were going ahead with a curriculum which was giving a brighter perspective of exploring education. Later on we transformed to CBSE, and now we are a proudly accomplished CBSE affiliated school. Now if I have to talk about our school, or if I have to talk about my personal experience being in the field from past 20 years, I have to tell you that education has taken a much leap. There's a big transformation which is happening. And from the past 2 years, if you would observe the way education is leading the children, now we have to admit at this point that we are ending up with much disadvantages. But the challenge is converting the disadvantages into advantages. That's how we teach. I teach, or our team, administrative team, the management team, teaches the teachers and the students that you have to take up every day as a challenging day. Now, if I have to talk about a big change, now even if you are connecting it to the independence, now getting freedom for our country was not easy. Many people have laid down their lives. Today, taking that as an example, we need to lay down many more things for the present and the future. So my dear students out there who are listening to me, might be my speech is not going to talk about sacrifices, but my speech is going to definitely talk about the change we are going to bring in the society. Because you are the torch bearers for tomorrow. and the whole country is going to be led by your ideas, led by your contributions. So children, please don't fail in putting your efforts. Please don't fail in proving yourself. Now, if I have to tell this, one Mahatma Gandhi was enough to bring a change, non-violence. One Ambedkar was enough to recreate the constitution. One Neeraj Chopra was enough to bring the gold medal for our country. Now, why don't you be that one for the change? Change is not together. It's the first stepping stone. You start, automatically the whole country is going to follow. The whole country is going to understand your contribution. So, all my dear children of all the ages, from class 1, pre-primary to class 10, my only one message for today: do something. Don't waste your days. Don't waste your thoughts, because when we compare you with the past generation students, your activeness, your creativity, your ideas are unexceptionable. So you definitely have that zeal in your heart to do something better for the country, and as a school we are going to definitely support you and contribute to your success in whatever way possible in future. Now, if I have to talk about what are we missing in today's education, let me tell you, my dear teachers, students and parents, we are missing the freedom in education. Are we giving the freedom in education to the students who are restricted in their homes right now? We are doing our level best. But children at this time need more of exposure to the mind. So my sincere request to all the parents, please engage them, please motivate them, support them. Please have a discussion with them. What kind of ideas are they blessed with? Please bring that out and let them bring a change in the society. So with these few words, I would like to conclude my speech. But before concluding, let me tell you, freedom in our hearts and faith in our words and strong determination in our souls. Let us salute the nation on this 75th Independence Day, and we are looking forward for much great work to happen, and I'm very proud that Suprabhat Model High School is doing its best to bring in the change. And with all your support and with all your dedication and commitment, I proudly announce that definitely our name will be remembered, and one day our children are going to history. So thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity, and looking forward for the wonderful program children have come up, and they have spent so much of time in getting rehearsed for the program, and teachers have spent so much of time in training them. I know this is not an easy task, and always my salute to all of you. Thank you so much, and happy Independence Day once again, and look forward for many more things to happen in future. Thank you and cheers.
And her team for the patriotic dance. beautiful performance. Leadership is the capacity to translate visions into reality. With that being said, I request our versatile personality, Academic Director, Sampath Reddy Sir, to share a few words on this special occasion.
Morning to all, respected dignitaries on the dais, happy dais, Colonel here is the, this is Yogi ma'am, Colonel Reddy Garu, Principal Vasanta Garu, Assistant Officer Rashkata Garu, dear teachers, students and parents. I wish you all a happy 75th Independence Day. I was just listening to those songs and it made my blood pump even to those songs, and I just realized great nations have a great history, and we as in India had a great history with a lot of struggles, a lot of pain. Our elders, they have gone through a lot of struggles so that we can enjoy the freedom today, and we are enjoying those fruits. But they had a dream where a strong India, an India which can help others, an India which can stand among others. They wanted to see their country. But what's happening now? Even today, our great military, our army is fighting every now and then, every day, so that to keep our citizens safe. But the citizens who are staying inside the borders, what's happening? They're not executing their duties properly. I mean, not all, but few of them. And if everyone can execute their duties very well, I think we as in India can move a long path, and we can become a super rich nation, a superpower. Because since in my childhood, I keep hearing India is a developing country. Even now, in my engineering, I see India is a developing country. But I want to ask the youth today, when will our country become a developing nation, a superpower? When? It is possible only when you, as a youth, can struggle, can do your duties properly, can execute your duties properly, so that you can contribute something to the society. And I'm not asking you to put forth your money or something. Just perform your duties as a student properly, learn properly. Okay, if you don't know something, ask your teachers, gain more knowledge, be the creative person, try to execute something so that you inspire other students. So if you can take your things seriously and learn better things and upgrade your skills, I think you can help this nation in becoming a great superpower. And in this pandemic, I think I should appreciate all the teachers. They have adapted themselves learning a newer technology, because online teaching was not something which we had. But now teachers have adapted. But what is from your end, what you should do? You should also execute your duties properly. See that teachers are putting a lot of efforts to teach you something. So you should also work hard, learn things, and update yourself so that you can become a better person and be some help to this nation. I think only that, and as in India, I think we have one of the best population, youth population, the largest youth population in the whole world. And I believe if you youth can come forward, can do something to this country, I can definitely believe that we will become one of the best nation in the world. So with these few words, I didn't want to have a long speech, because I believe we're going to have one of the best speeches from Sir, and I want to enjoy that along with you guys. So I'll try to give I'm going to end my speech, and once again I would like to wish you a happy Independence Day. Thank you.
Citizens of India, we must be well known about our country and how we got independence. So now, to educate us on how much our country struggled for freedom, here is a calm but also very talented girl. Here is Indushri for a speech on Independence Day.
Good morning to one and all, respected principal ma'am, teachers and all my dear friends. I'm Industry of Class 9A, here to give a speech on our 75th Independence Day. Ours is not a drive for power, but purely a non-violent fight for India's independence, as said by Gandhi. On August 15, 1947, India gained independence after a series of movements in which many freedom fighters sacrificed their lives. It commemorates the nation's struggle for freedom. Instead of looking for the change, be the change that you want to bring in the people. We should all be proud to be an Indian, and we should admire our fortune to have been born in the land of independent India. From 1857 to 1947, the lives of many freedom fighters and several decades of struggle were just sacrificed. Some of the great leaders who fought for the freedom are Bhagat Singh, Mahatma Gandhi, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Subhash Chandra Bose, Jhansi Lakshmi Bai, and many more. For the Indian independence, an Indian soldier, Mangal Pandey, first raised his voice against the British. For Independence Day celebrations, the Prime Minister visits the Red Fort for flag hoisting ceremony and delivers a televised address that is broadcast nationwide. Other traditional events include flying kites and wearing the tricolor. People celebrate Independence Day by hoisting the national flag and reciting the national anthem. I pledge that the labors of our past heroes should not be in vain. Happy Independence Day, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Industry, for the educative speech.
हमने भगत सिंह, गांधी जी जैसे वीरों के बारे में सुना है, लेकिन उन्हें कभी नहीं देखा होगा। इसलिए रंग बिरंगे वेशभूषाओं के साथ हमें उनकी छवि दिलाने के लिए आ रहे हैं हमारे पाठशाला के कुछ विद्यार्थी। अब हमारे सामने आ रहे हैं गागी जोशी रानी लक्ष्मीबाई के रूप में, रिजवान खान मंगल पांडे के रूप में, तनुषा बेगम हजरत महल के रूप में, संकीर्त मोहनदास करमचंद गांधी के रूप में, अद्रिजा सरोजनी नायडू के रूप में,
Bisnojit as Bhagat Singh, Saira as Chandrasekhar Azad, Anshika as Aruna Asaf Ali, Akhil as Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Saurish as Jawaharlal Nehru.
मैं झांसी की रानी ने उखाड़ फेंका हर दुश्मन को जिसने झांसी का अपमान किया, मर्दानी की परिभाषा बनकर आजादी का पैगाम किया। तुम भूल गए शायद मुझको, मैं झांसी वाली रानी हूँ, जो पुरुषों पर भारी थी, मैं वो मर्दानी हूँ। अंग्रेजों ने आज तक हमारी वफादारी देखी है, अब वो हमारा क्रोध देखेंगे। जो मनुष्य अपनी मातृभूमि से प्रेम करता है, समय आने पर उसे रक्त की एक बूंद देने से पीछे नहीं हटेगा। ये आजादी की लड़ाई है, गुजरे हुए कल की आजादी और आने वाले कल की आजादी। हल्ला बोल, हल्ला बोल। वो रुतबा पाया था हमने इस कदर में, उसी की बदौलत थी ये लड़ाई। आंसू बंद कर जो आए थे दोस्त अपने, ना थी जिसकी उम्मीद कि वो बुराई।
Live as if you were to get tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever. Freedom is not work if it does not include freedom mistakes. Jai.
मैं सरोजिनी नायडू मरने के लिए तैयार नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि जीने के लिए ऐसी उच्च साहस की आवश्यकता है। किसी देश की महानता उसके प्रेम और बलिदान के अमर आदर्शों में निहित है, जो राष्ट्र की माताओं को आगे बढ़ने के लिए प्रेरित करती है। हम उद्देश्य की गहन एकाग्रता, वाणी में अधिक साहस और कार्य में गंभीरता चाहते हैं।
रात का हर एक कण मेरी गर्मी से गतिमत है। मैं एक ऐसा पागल हूँ जो जेल में भी आ जाते। इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद।
नहीं खोला वो खून नहीं पानी है, और जो देश की कामना है वो बेकार जवानी है।
I know where I'm going and I know the truth, and I don't have to be what you want me to be. I am free to be what I want.
शक्ति के अभाव में विश्वास करते हैं। विश्वास और शक्ति दोनों इसी महान काम को करने के लिए आवश्यक है। बहाना बनाना का लोगों का काम है। बहादुर व्यक्ति रास्ता बनाने का काम अपने हाथ में ले लेता है।
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. At the stroke of midnight or when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
Thank you all for perfectly enacting our freedom fighters. Over to Divya ma'am.
Is Colonel P.K. Niyogi, sir, Armed Forces. I am highly privileged to introduce him to you all. Colonel P.K. Niyogi, a battle-hardy, war-wounded officer, is an alumni from Officers Training Academy, Chennai, who joined Indian Army in 1972 as a cadet and finally got commissioned into 4th Battalion, the JAT Regiment, in May 1974. He is a graduate from Delhi University and postgraduate in HR from Lucknow University. From childhood, he loves adventure and sports. As a NCC Air Wing cadet, he has flown gliders and fixed-wing aircraft from Safdarjung Airfield, New Delhi. His dream to become a fighter pilot and fly at supersonic speed could not be achieved due to overage for joining Indian Air Force, but finally joined infantry in Indian Army after being motivated from seeing his father, an ex-Royal Air Force and Indian Air Force who took part in the Second World War II, 1962 Chinese aggression, 1965 war with Pakistan, and finally once again in 1971 war against Pakistan. Other than all challenging professional of an infantry officer, he has served in all inhospitable terrain like desert, plains of Punjab, thick jungles of northeast to high altitude mountains from Jammu and Kashmir to NEFA, Northeast Frontier Agency bordering China. Now it is Arunachal Pradesh, and riverine terrain of Sundarban jungles. He has also served in Indian Peacekeeping Force and have participated in all types of insurgency operations and have fought from the front at Kargil War. He has served in very many appointments during his service tenure, including one tenure in the military police as commanding officer, from where he retired in June 2005, and further 4 years of re-employed service. Finally hung his boots in June 2009. He is now settled in Secunderabad, enjoying his retirement with his family and grandchildren. Now, may I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Colonel P.K. Niyogi, sir, to share a few inspiring words on this movement.
Good morning, Mizum ma'am.
Very good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. I do not know all of your names, but why you say appointment? Good morning, Chairman, sir, directors. Good morning, sir. Was it PD, sir? No?
He's there.
It is it. I didn't take it, sir. And where is my friend, Evangeline? Deepanjali. How are you? And all ladies and teachers. Children singing?
Yes, sir.
Hello, children. Good morning to you and their parents. I am here today. I don't feel like telling you like a chief guest, but yes, I have come here to attend your function. I love to be in the school premises, go back to my childhood days, and feel proud of it that I am in the school today. Learning never stops. At this age also I am still learning, but my master is today Google's. Well, with that thing I was still the school, Suprabhat school, is a very well organized, well developed, well planned and well executed school I am seeing for a long time. I have visited many schools in my Hyderabad career, and this is one of the best. I read about your school yesterday on the net, but now I am present with you. Ma'am, yes, independence was not won or earned by only Gandhi, for which our soldiers, Subhash Chandra Bose, joined hand with Japan, fought against then the government of India, that is your British East India Company, and British forces. They shed their actually blood. Whereas all those Mughal Pandey, other martyrs, they were individualistic leaders who pumped in motivational independence blood into the rest of the nation. And that benefit of motivating people, Gandhi took it and he gave it in the public in front of them that I don't fight, give me independence. No one gives you independence without a fight. That fighting, we did it, and we earned our independence after the Second World War was fought. Indian National Army, led by Subhash Chandra Bose, when they got gathered together with Japan and other allied forces, that is the time the Royal British Army, they panicked, and the London Queen Elizabeth, they finally gave up. They said, we will not be able to fight these things. It's better that we listen to this Gandhi and see the motivational crowd around and give them and move out from there. So after 200 years, finally on 14th of August, they decided to go this side, you go that side. Even though Hyderabad was not willing to become independent, they wanted a different state. That time General Chaudhary was pumped in for an operation here. I don't want to name the operation. They came to Nizam, here you surrender, otherwise we will kill you, capture you. And after all those things, Hyderabad was surrounded. Finally they gave up, both okay, I will join India. Then there was left out was Goa, Daman, Diu, Sikkim, and some other parts of Arunachal Pradesh. They never wanted to join India. Finally, after transactions, they did join, including J&K. That time J&K also, just because of Muslim population, I'm sorry about talking about religion. Actually, I don't have religion. My religion is India. My blood is olive green color. When I get wounded, sorry, I get shot, my blood color is olive green because my olive green is Indian Army. So why I am naming this specifically, this particular religion today is because they divided my country into two parts that time. And that two parts we are still suffering, and that whole pain is still there in the heart. The latest generation will not feel about it, but I have felt it. That day, when the independence was going on, my father was fighting a war, Second World War, in Burma campaign in East Asia, Burma jungles. A huge war was going on that side. Singapore had the Japanese invasion from Singapore, north of Singapore, Malaya. They had pumped in from there. They crossed over to Burma jungles, and they were coming to the Kohima side, Nagaland side, enter from this side, cut off Chittagong hill tracks, cut off India from the east sector, and cut off completely southern ocean, Bengal, Bay of Bengal. From there, they captured the right peninsula of complete Asia. Thereafter, mount press your advances and attacks in different directions. That is the time Sindhi operation was planned. One general of the Royal British Army, along with Indian troops, they pumped in from Guwahati, Dimapur, and other places. They went into the jungles. And that is the time when Air Force was required to give a fighting base in Burma campaign. Burma, complete Burma, Malaya, and all these places. Royal, that time Royal Air Force, because they call it as a British crown. They didn't have India Ashoka pillar as the emblem. So Royal Air Force was there, they landed there, and they were cutting out all the jungles and bushes, making artificial temporary airfield, and my father was fighting about there. And wherever the airfield was fought, it was bombed by enemy, Japanese especially, and other forces. So on 14th of August, they were told, where do you want to go? He said, "मैं घर जाऊँगा." Where's your घर? Where's India? Which is India? The Mahabharata has finished. Mahabharata with Jinnah went this side, and this particular piece, which is East Pakistan, could not, East India, that East Pakistan could not be shifted that side and give me land of Punjabi exchange. They stuck on there, and they said, well, fine, give us this, and thereafter, where do you want to go? You want to Pakistan or India? So on 14th up in Madras, Chennai, in a ship, in which ship also there was lots of fight on this. I cannot tell you all those things. And finally they landed up, and my father became an Indian. With this, not only me, those days I think 47 crore or whatever the soldier population was, they become Indian, and they are still today, out of which people keep on telling their stories and keep on writing their novels and everything, and comes up individually like movies, many movies. But actually the thing for independence was actually earned by shedding our blood in front. For me children, of course, I saw defense forces from very close quarter. That time I only knew about this Nehru was a acha aadmi tha. So my dad used to fly with him in the aircraft, in the choppers. That time I was in Delhi, and communications Scotland, they call it as Air India aircraft. Those with the small aircraft, Dakota, and helicopters somehow, and this gentleman used to travel with us. And we being staying in Delhi, that time no terrorism. Delhi airport was open, just walking from any side, all about bush. And Delhi airport was small berries, berry, beer kata wala jhadi, that sort of thing. We used to cut across that side, go into the aircraft. And from ATC building, we used to approach that gentleman, Nehru, चाचा जी करके हमारा बगीचे से एक रोज लेके जाते थे, Mr. Putin. That was the relationship. That time we never knew. I was a small kid. I thought कि उन्हें नेहरू नहीं दिया होगा an आजादी. No, he never gave it. We got it from the borders. And people they thought कि गांधी ने कुछ अहिंसा everything they have given आजादी. No, it is one of the motivation factors. I doubt. I agree with you. But people actually British government were panicky because of Subhash Chandra Bose's forces which are fighting against, along with allied forces, especially Japan. Japan was a very powerful nation those days from the war front of it. So from there, with lessons learned, they said, okay, let's go now, enough is enough. We have got other colonies to look after, look into it, and we'll earn our own pocket money from that side. They went off. So well, since I joined this army, why I said was different terrain. Different terrain has got different challenges, man. In the daytime you'll have 55 degree temperature, at night you'll have minus 50 degree temperature. Your complete bucket of water gets frozen. You do not know what to do over there. You go to high altitude, everything is frozen, including your food and everything, chocolate, means everything. Everything is white color. Your eye gets blurred. Helicopters coming out, they do not know where to land. You have to put an H mark. You take out your Cadbury chocolates and lay it out in a huge field. All Cadbury laga, they can cross there and So that's what we have been doing it. It is very easy to say, but you do not know how to brush your teeth with the frozen water. You have to carry frozen water in a thermos at 100-degree temperature. By the time you open the Dakkan and put it in your hand, it becomes 20 degrees. So this is the things we are living there. Whatever you waste in the higher altitude area doesn't get decayed. Especially your night soil and everything. That area becomes a nuclear war zone. You cannot drink that water. That sort of thing, our problems are there. With that, our soldiers are still there inside and they are fighting it out. Come to the other jungles area, you've got ample number of diseases there, other than dehydration and water scarcity. Food, forget about food. 13, 14 days without food you can stay. Survive and survive. So what? You just do. शिवाजी ने वो क्या बोलते हैं राणा प्रताप इसे ना मैं घास का बीज खाया था घास और elephant grasses just pull out the grass to find a bulb type of thing, onion type of bulb at the root. They remove that, wash it with the river water and then munch it. That's all. So this, and avoid the red ones. In the jungles you don't touch red foods, but baki jo bhi food type animals are eating, birds are eating, carry on with that. So with that we have survived for about 14-15 days without food. These are all operations hazards. And come to the riverine jungles. Riverine jungles, you go to the Sundarbans. It is very easy to go around the rivers and go up to that. The new Moor Island, some new land has come up beyond the Sundarbans, and which everybody was claiming is my. Bangladesh was claiming is my land. We went there and occupied the territory and said, Mera. Why is it Mera? It is only the infantry soldiers who occupy the ground map. Air Force go around from the top, Navy from the ship, tank on the ground, they roll across, artillery from 48 kilometers away, they keep on bombarding, but actual fact is, who is standing on the ground? Zameen Sky. So that Zameen, I am the infantry, and I have joined infantry with my will. After 71 war, during 71 war, I was a student in Delhi University. So since I was flying, I had bad academic career, 6% attendance in final year. Because I was busy in sports, like these children they got 2-3 stars. I was also student council president. I was the school club president. I was academic culture president. I was football club captain. I was athletic champion. At the final stage of my district level, I had lots of accidents also in the sports field. So I was busy in sports. Same thing with Delhi University, I went there. I got busy in sports, so that time, those days, not much of competition. 95, everybody is getting here, 99%, 95%. Hamara 40% pass karta, oh, great boy. I'm telling you the truth. I was mediocre. So with that thing, I wanted to join Air Force because my dad was here in Akipet. I used to interact with cadets. Cadet Jattu just passed out and flying the jets at supersonic speed. And I've been seeing aircraft from childhood. I said, "Okay, so what?" So I joined Air Force every week. First I took the gliders. I saw the eagles also flying with me. You see this thermal eagles are soaring across. Vultures, they're soaring across. That is because of thermal wind which is going from earth. And they soar inside the chakkar only. They go outside, they'll fall. So I used to take my glider there. I have to see which side is vulture flying, to fly that side and comes with that hot wind and carry on gaining heights. If you're getting heights 20,000 feet, then you start shivering. Then your instructor will kill you, right? Get out from the wing and get shot. So we used to get out of the thing, take circuit across one of the landmarks or a couple of landmarks on Delhi and come and land in South Delhi after shivering from that. So the whole day I used to waste on the tarmac only, just for a flight of 1 hour, say 50 minutes of your sortie. My college life went for 6. And then the sports came up. They say you cannot take part in all championships, all sports. Now, but I had a fight with them. And they hate me here about Goli Chalaya, this and that, Talwar Baji. They said, okay, you hang on with only one sport. I took up one sport, that is rifle shooting. I became national champion in 71. So with this time, I was busy. I lost my chance of Air Force. I never knew. My squadron leader was KB Singh was the CEO of NCC Senior Division. He never told me that the age tera khatam ho gaya, because I was getting him trophies from the gliding flying cross country flight from Delhi to Agra, Delhi to Mathura, and likewise to gain height and go there and reach some spot there. So I was getting trophies for that. He never left me. And then I switched on to power flight after my 100 launches of glider, 60 launches solo and 40 launches dual. Then they give me a power flight. Pushpak Tila wala dekh rahe ho. One Kickstarter scooter type, you know. However, that Sanjay Gandhi used to take my aircraft and waste my time. So with all those things, I lost my chance of joining Air Force. I was lost. One day I was standing in the college and I saw an advertisement. I filled it up and somehow I landed up. And first operation, my things was I posted towards the Pakistan border, Mera Sahib, and thereafter, that is plains of Punjab. And thereafter I moved on to the insurgency area of northeast Mizoram. You know, man, insurgency divided into three parts. One is the dirty boys, who call it the underground people. They'll kill, shot and come back and run away. They will not face you. That was the first stage. Thereafter, a little bit of, they become terrorists. Terrorists, they will hit and run, but they will not face you. Then become guerrilla. Guerrilla is like your Afghanistan people and everybody is coming up with the tank and everything. These are the different stages of insurgency. So I've been fighting my insurgency there, Nagaland, Mizoram. We are going to the jungles and mountains. Not mountains, but hills, soft hills, not rocks much. So when during monsoon side is this much of you have to walk across, chase the terrorists up to, not terrorists, underground up to Burma and Bangladesh, and thereafter lay ambushes and come back. Sometimes you get success, sometimes you don't get. So that's why, but 3 years you have to spend there. I fought for 3 years. Came back from there, again peace station, again moved out to different terrains. And similarly, Indian peacekeeping force, that time they say Indian peacekeeping force was in African countries, and latest was your Sri Lanka. So when there in Sri Lanka, I was made in charge of some ship. There's supposed to be, somebody is in charge. I was very flying. On 2nd of October, we sailed from 2nd October 1998, we sailed from Chennai Harbour. 4th of October, we reached outskirt of Sri Lanka, because we wanted to land there. We go to the harbour and touch down on during hours of darkness. The 4th, 5th October night, we landed up there. I said, before going there, since we are I'm from the Jat regiment, we pray Hanuman Ji. अरे काय भगवान होता ना, हमारा हनुमान जी का भगवान है जाट बॉयज का, जाट regiment. So our people say, पंडित जी बोला सर समुद्र मंथन कर लो. तो we went to चेन्नई, पानी में लगा के समुद्र मंथन किया. Because way across हनुमान जी गया था, लंका गया था. That's all belief, because our children, our troops. We took them, have a dip there, then we go. We took a dip there, and the ship, when anchored there in that Sri Lanka, Trincomalee, I said, since I am the OC troop, OC ship, I'll put my foot first down there. I touched out first, before the battalion joined in. We have to unload that ship, and we have got a whole 2,000 strength with all equipment. We loaded our vehicle. Next day was 5th morning, I have to go somewhere to the airfield and do some liaison duty. On my return journey, it was some morning day by LTT people, not LTT, Tamil people, because that day, some years back, they hung pavilions at every pole and it was ransacked. I was seeing all those like Second World War scenes, burnt out everything. It was a bunch there that day. I did not know. When I returned, and that's on 5th October. Just overnight I stayed, and in the morning I had gone there about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. On my return journey, a thick jungle, I said, I did not come by this road, but this is the wrong road. I went on the Kandy road, that side, with the 1 kilometer. We did a reverse back, The moment I reversed, that time the vehicle's speed was 5 kilometers, and there was an ambush on my left. They took an opportunity target and they fired at me. My whole vehicle got ambushed. One officer, that's my doctor, and another officer, another Jawan, got killed immediately. And all of us got bullet wounded and everything. The vehicle went to the turret. Like you see, Amitabh Bachchan घूमता गाड़ी में खड़ा हो जाता है, झूठा साहब नहीं होता ऐसे, not like that. It is a difficult proposition to come out from there and fight it out. However, that's how I got wounded. After wound, you are not supposed to go to the battle. They send me to India and all this blah blah and everywhere. I said no, nothing doing. If I run out from the battlefield, they'll say Darya. I went to the army headquarters, gave my death certificate. I checked my certificate, but I'm going there. They took my certificate because on top of that category, they call it as a medical category, you cannot fight a war, you're not fit for it. Because I got it here, my legs were out and my hands were out. So they said, no, you cannot go. I said, why not? Otherwise they said, no, it's a Bhagya, Bengali. I'm a Bengali, I'm commanding jet troops, some of the toughest boys. So they said, why do you want to go? I said, why not here? There are many other jobs you can do there, but let me go to the battalion. Then he said, certificate, if you die, your wish will die there. I gave that certificate, Delhi. The moment they said, okay, I'll give you signal, you go reach unit like that. No, I said, give me the signal in the hand so that I can go back and tell my wife I'm going back again. They gave me the signal, I booked that huge aircraft, you see the Air Force aircraft, Gajraj, that is to ferry from Delhi to Chennai. From Chennai, the small aircraft to Babunia, center of Sri Lanka. And one day on 13th of January, I landed up there because 15th January is my racing day. My boys were talking to me, sir, Kamaro. I said, I'm reaching there, don't worry. I reached there on 13th of January 1989. 13th January, suddenly one machine gun mounted jeep comes from the Babunia airfield to receive me on that aircraft. I said, तेरे मोड़ा ऐसे क्यों है? क्या हो गया? साहब आप सीआरपीएफ साहब ने आपको क्या बोलते हैं क्रिमिशन ग्राउंड में बुलाया। क्रिमिशन को बोले सर कल रात को बहुत ऑपरेशन हुआ है, ambush हुआ है, this and that, all those things. We have ambushed terrorists and we have also lost men. So आपको उधर बुलाया। So I went there and accordingly I joined my Sri operations. Thereafter also I carried out all operations and came back to India. Likewise, I have been to everywhere since it was 89, 2-3 tenures in NIFA, like I was talking about China operations, China aggression, taking all operational patrols, everything, whatever you are doing, local now, that I have done it a long time back, but that I didn't get caught. I was inside China, I pumped in my name, Khuda karke, we carry a da, So the da we pumped chiseling it out in mountains, we wrote our unit name, 4J karke, with the chunk of stone I carried it to and came back. That stone still I'm having in my house. That's sort of say call it as a motivation thing or whatever, because I've been there. Now China boys are all sitting that side, everybody is cross, I'll tell you. But I crossed it with my 80 men. So that is what the NIFA borders, where now Arunachal Pradesh is Gola. Thereafter lots of peace station tenure programs. Finally, after Pithagarh, our peace station, we have Nagaland also insurgency operations. There in 1995, 92 to 95 I was there. In 95 to 15th January is Army Day, in Delhi they celebrate. The first Charter Regiment unit citation, I was presented with unit citation for insurgency warfare of Nagaland without using my single boy and otherwise capturing many things and destroying. With that first unit citation we got, and after that we got posted to Kargil. Kargil is like you say posted to Secunderabad, but that time they don't say posted to Bolara, it's a Golconda. So they just name as Kargil, but Kargil are different along the borders, different sectors were there of different heights. 5299 was my highest height. That comes to how much? 18,000 feet? 17,000 something. 5299 meters. So that is my highest post, where snow is to fall 18 feet deep. Everything white. When we landed up there, they suddenly saw a change of command, change of post. From June 1998, June 98, first bullet was fired by them. बोले तुमको तो फायर करने के लिए इंदिरा गांधी का हुक्म चाहिए. That's what counting, you know, because I want you to shout from there. And I told my boy, that was nonsense. जवाब तो उसको सब मार दो, बोले मार दे. So we kept on firing, and that firing escalated to Kargil. It started with one bullet. Thereafter, of course, Wave came and captured, snowfall came up, some places as per our policy which we vacate that area, and our boys were captured. And today you must be knowing the Saurabh Kalia, only officer who got captured by Pakistan along with my 5 boys, they are from my unit 4 Jats. He was manning that 5299 height, 18,000 feet. We were told a post where 18 feet of snowfall was there. Because you know 20 feet का pipe नहीं होता पानी का pipe. On that we used to put a झंडा. This is the track, you go there, put one pillar there. The complete pole is to get submerged with snow. So that was the height we measured it. इतना बर्फ गिरा सब 18 feet हो गया. So something like that, you have to send a signal. And that particular point, Government of India gives sanction with a one-to-one directly communication with hotline along with the Pakistan. भाई तेरे को भी किधर गिर रहा है बर्फ, मेरे भी गिर रहा है. You also go from here, I also go from here. We will not come in this particular season. But before this in civil dress, Pakistan Army, which they occupied, now they call it as the Kargil, the complete hill features, starting from here to Golconda and beyond that side. इतना एक line लगा लो borders का, and इसका mountains, you know, like this. So this side is our watershed area. Then is that side. So those people where the snow was less, they infiltrated that side. They wanted to capture some roads so that they cut off complete Srinagar, Kashmir, and they were killed. When they were killed there, my post which was vacant here, I was told to go and check back on that. So Pakistani तो नहीं है. They did not say Pakistani नहीं है. They said जो तुमने post को winter vacation किया है, just check back whether it is still there or not. So being a base से लेकर that climb was, the post was 11 hours walk. You have to go up there to the post with your packs. When we went there, no, so that Saurabh Kalia was posted there. He was told take a patrol and go to check back that post whether it is vacant or not. He took his batteries with 96, I forget, some ammunitions, and that those ammunitions are put upside down like this. You know. One magazine this side and one magazine face that side. The moment you finish up, you turn the magazine, put it up, and next weapon is system available. So inside that full snow, they walked in from the, because we are following the track, you know. Because this side is gift gorge, if you fall, you will fall back. But here, actually, the snow will get stuck, you know, you get like a well, you will go inside. You have to come up, swim across like that, you know, like swimming pool, come up from the water, snow. You put your foot across with a crampon and shoes and all those things. To avoid that, we are following that particular track. And he was ambushed from the all Pakistan side. With ambush, they kept on firing. The all weapon system khatam, and they were captured alive. When they returned back from post number 43, which was Silk Route, those days China, India, old Silk Route, then pillar number 40, post number 43, Silk Route, say from that the dead body was returned to us. We found his complete leg was black color. Whole body was, blade se kaat dete hain, remove this thing. More than 200 cigar, mota burnt, we saw, not cigarette, mota. We have to that wood ka charcoal wala, that burning sensation everywhere. More than 100 body fractures after the X-ray we found out. Tongue cut, ear punctured, nose punctured, eyes gouged out, private parts chopped off. Both the chests were cut. That way the body was handed over to us. When the coffin came, we saw fresh blood trickling down from their coffin. Then it was sent for all postmortems. But since it was a dead body, is no war captured and returned back. They returned back because on that side, when we captured all the sites, we killed the Pakistanis. We put their body in the grave and with the Pakistan ka jhanda se, we honored them. We seeing that thing, they returned my body. We told them, Mama, tumne pakada usko वापस करो. But before वापस करो, they killed him, all 5 of them. And they returned them like that. So with that bargain, you also take your body, I'll give me my body back. So they made those 5 boys back. Till today, you are fighting our case with United Nations Peacekeeping Forces. Nothing will happen. Geneva, because they have fought against Geneva Convention. No? This is not a soldierly thing. To Goli Mata, I agreed to. But does not mean that you do like this, no? Bakra kaat type. Torches. There are different type of torches, that's fine. But not this way. So this is how we kept on fighting our war. And after the war, you know what the rest is history. Thereafter, we came back to peace stations. Anil retired, and today I am in front of you all, spending my retired life. Okay, bache? Where are children? Are you listening? Please make sure, study also well, and join services. Army, Navy, Air Force, wherever it is. Don't join police wala. Don't join CRPF. They do not fight war. For fighting war, Indian Army, Indian Air Force, and Indian Navy. If you are keen on flying pilot, very well go and join Air Force. Right? Otherwise, best place is to join Defense Service of Indian Army. Because I am from the services, I am telling you Indian Army. Rest of the people will be saying Air Force is better, or say Navy is better, or something like that. That's a different thing. Don't join second defense line like PSF, CRPF. They are second line of defense. First, only you will be there to cross the border and go and attack. Right? With this word, thank you, ma'am. I'm very honored to be here. I do not know in the script, but I felt like telling you today.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Motivational and inspirational message to everyone present here. We are really amazed to hear such great things about you, sir. We are really privileged that you have graced this momentous occasion. I hope our children take you as an example and serve our nation. Thank you, sir. Now, what is
भारत की विशेषता भले ही वेशभूषा खान पान भाषा अलग है परंतु गीत सभी का एक है। अब मैं मणिशंकर और उनके दल को एक गीत गाने के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूँ।
सुर मेरा तुम्हारा सुर बने हमारा सुर की नदियाँ हर दिशा से बहके सागर में मिले बादलों का रूप लेकर बरसे हल्के हल्के मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा सुर बने हमारा मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा बनिए सायंतरंज तेरा सुर मिले मेरे सुर दे नाल मिलके बने एक नवा सुरताल मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा सुर बने हमारा जो सुर में गुजरता प्यारा मिले जड़े गीत ऐसा जो मधुर तरानों बने चढ़े अदरिया सागर में मिले बदलाना रूप लेके बरसन हौले हौले इसे लाल किराम इरुवरन सुरमम नमदागुम दिसे वेरानालुम सुर की नदियाँ हर दिशा से बहके सागर में मिले, बादलों का रूप लेकर बरसे हल्के हल्के मिले, सुर मेरा तुम्हारा सुर बने हमारा, मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा।
गीत के द्वारा अनेक भाषाओं से परिचित करवाया। अब मैं इस स्वतंत्रता दिवस के उपलक्ष्य में भाषण देने के लिए कासिम अली को आमंत्रित करता हूँ।
आदरणीय संस्थापक महोदय, नंदा नरसिम्हा रेड्डी सर, निर्देशक संपत रेड्डी सर, प्रधान अमित महोदय, श्री देवसट्टा एडमिन निर्देश आशा शिक्षक, अभिभावक और मेरे प्यारे साथियों, आप सभी को देश के 75वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। है तिरंगे की शान में भारत की पहचान, जब तक है आजाद हम जिंदा है अभिमान, जिंदा हिंदुस्तान। आज इस शुभ अवसर का जश्न मनाने के लिए यहाँ उपस्थित हैं। 1947 में यही दिन था जब हमें आजादी मिली, जब हमें ब्रिटिश शासन से स्वतंत्रता मिली। हम भाग्यशाली हैं कि हमारे पूर्वज हमारे लिए लड़े और हमें सुख शांतिपूर्ण देश दिया। जो शांतिपूर्ण जीवन आज हम जी रहे हैं वे केवल उनके बलिदान के कारण है। महात्मा गांधी, भगत सिंह, सुभाष चंद्र बोस और कई अन्य महान नेताओं ने देश की सेवा के लिए अपना जीवन समर्पित किया। आज भारत दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र है। हम दुनिया की सबसे उभरती अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में से एक है। खेल, चिकित्सा और आर्थिक के क्षेत्र में तेजी से विकास कर रहे हैं, जो स्वतंत्रता के बिना संभव नहीं हो पाता। तो अपने भाषण के अंत में मैं यह कहना चाहूँगा कि हमें भारत के होने पर गर्व होना चाहिए। ये ना भूलें कि उन्होंने हमें स्वतंत्रता दिलाने के लिए अपना जीवन समर्पित किया और अब हमारा दौर है अपने देश के लिए कुछ महत्वपूर्ण करने के लिए शपथ लेने की बारी हमारी है। आज जो भी हमें और हमारे पास जो भी है केवल हमारे पूर्वजों द्वारा दिया गया है। तो हमें अब खुद से पूछना है कि हम अपने आने वाली पीढ़ियों को क्या देने वाले हैं। तो आइए इस शुभ अवसर को खुशी से मनाएं और उनके बलिदान को याद करें। मैं पंक्ति बोलना चाहता हूँ। खुदी अक्षत चंदन कुमकुम रोली लाओ, जिसने दे दी जान वतन पर उसका कर्ज चुकाओ, उसका कर्ज चुकाओ। जय हिंद भारत।
इतना सुंदर भाषण देने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अब वतन की खुशहाली और देशभक्ति की भावना को जागृत करने के लिए एक नृत्य प्रदर्शन करने के लिए आ रहे हैं रेहान, चरिता और गणेश।
रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे मेरी ज़मीन महबूब मेरी मेरी नस्ल में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे छंदे से आते हैं हमें तड़पा दे वो चिट्ठियाँ